Welcome to Mornings with Meep, and today I'm talking about Meep Among the Actuaries. I'm filming this Sunday, November 18th, and over the last couple weeks, I have been to 4 conferences, symposium conferences, whatever, at which I spoke at 3 of them. 3 of them were in New York, one was in Hartford. I saw actuaries at all of them. And then last night I went into the city to have a very, very nice dinner with some of my friends from the actuarial outpost. So, yay, actuaries. I want to talk a little bit about what actuaries are, what they do, and a little bit of our culture. So I'm going to make it very, very simple. Actuaries put a price on risk. They attach numbers, dollar amounts, whatever currency amounts. So we're not only looking at probability of occurrences, but we're looking at how much it costs. This is used in 2 ways. One is to try to set a fair price. So this is such as insurance premiums and what contributions have to go into pensions. And then the other side is checking solvency. Do we have enough money on hand to cover the promises that have been made with regards to all of the risks that are embedded? So it's all about contingencies. It's all about uncertainties. For accounting purposes, we have to come up with one number, okay? So when I look at the balance sheet, I can't say, well, the assets are kind of worth between $1 and $2 billion. That doesn't work. So you have to have an exact number for the liabilities and the assets. Though we know because of embedded uncertainty, there is actually quite a range of reasonable values of what it's ultimately going to cost. We're hoping that range is relatively small, so this is where the law of large numbers comes in. And when we don't have that, that's when we might use reinsurance or retrocession, which I'm not going to go over today. So one of our biggest problems as actuaries is that we have to report single numbers when we really know it's a probability distribution. So how do we become actuaries in the U.S.? I'll just concentrate on U.S. because I'm not doing all of the international systems. We have 2 major actuarial organizations, the Casualty Actuarial Society and the Society of Actuaries. CAS covers property casualty. SOA is primarily life, health, and pension. Yes, they have a general insurance track, but that's very contentious, and I can link again to my little slideshow of CAS versus SOA. There had been an attempted merger. The CAS board has shot it down for now, but I assume that's going to come back because, of course, it will. Because this is what you need to know about the culture, the world of actuaries. It's very small. I don't think people really understand how small it is until they've been working in it a little bit. I always joke to people that you can probably get to any actuary in the world via my LinkedIn network within 3 links. And that's probably not too bad. The only reason you can't is a lot of actuaries are pretty antisocial. So if you think accountants may be a little uptight, actuaries tend to be known for being very uptight. No, obviously we're not all that. But the way we get there is we have to go through a series of exams, and there's some other educational requirements. You don't have to have a specific degree, but it doesn't hurt. There are aspects where you need to have, this is what it is currently. I had to take, I'm trying to remember the ultimate count because the problem is the exam system changes from time to time. Anyway, you have all these exams, you have to follow actuarial standards of practices and some other professional requirements. So we end up with only a few tens of thousands of actuaries in the U.S. And you know, it's a very small world. It's not like being an accountant where you can be an accountant anywhere. There's a lot of geographic concentration. So I always love seeing my fellow actuaries. Howdy, hey. And if I haven't emailed you back, that's because I still have all of my business cards to go through. So I'll be doing that this Thanksgiving week because I will have time. Okay, and I'll see y'all. Bye-bye.